Anyway, podcast.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
I forgot we're recording.
Keeping that in. Podcast.
Do it.
Um,
I'm going to sound like a dick now, aren't I?
nothing new then.
Oh.
Love you, Kieran.
Let's
Kieran's
he's leaving.
leave.
He's leaving.
All right, so we've got 2 people on the podcast.
It's
today.
just us.
Olivia's taking my place now.
Okay, we've got 3 people on the podcast.
He's
today.
gone. He actually left the room. Oh, he's back. That wasn't long.
Replacing me already.
Didn't take long.
Didn't take
I had a
long
whole
to-
new guest coming and everything now already.
Didn't take long to replace me, did it?
Same old man.
Alright.
Yeah, you oldie.
I'm sick of your disrespect.
You're only a year older.
Show some respect to your elders. Bitch. Let's break the silence.
Okay, cool.
Alright, mini topic. I've got a topic. I want to talk about it.
Shout.
Pet peeves. Go.
For me, it's eating with your mouth open.
I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
Irritates the shit out of me. I've actually had a go at my mate for doing it. I had to do it enough that he actually now stops doing it.
Well, at least that's good.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it in the first place, to be honest.
Exactly.
It's disgusting and it's so loud as well. I'm just not.
Ah, stop. I'm already triggered.
I think another pet peeve.
That's my
of mine-
jacket.
Go on, Tom. Didn't mean to interrupt. Don't let me stop you.
Another pet peeve of mine is people driving with, like, on the phone.
Well, that's
That
just
noise.
illegal.
It's illegal, but it's also a pet peeve because it's really annoying.
illegal.
And it's just dangerous.
People still
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I always make that joke. I see someone on their phone, I'm like, right, I'm going to record that.
Whilst you're driving. Oh!
If only I could drive. I can, just not legally.
See, can't drive.
By law, I can't drive.
True.
By skill you can do
But
it.
if you're in an open field, things will say,
Then,
oh.
yeah, it's like Mad Max. No rules apply. I can
Yeah.
get away with murder.
Yeah.
That open field is no man's land.
Other pet peeves. Littering. Like, it's such an old person
Doesn't
thing to
bother
say,
me
but
that much.
it does bother me.
Unless someone like does it really obviously, then yeah, it bothers me.
Yeah.
Like if they're munching a bargain bucket and then they just drop it, I'm like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Pick that shit up. You know what I do find weird? Have you ever like seen people that just walk around and pick up rubbish?
Yeah, I do.
It's
find
not
that
even like a big thing, and I'm like, you're touching someone else's rubbish. That's grim.
But the thing is, isn't it with glass or something that you can hand them in and you get money for it?
I think
But it's
that's
not a
metal.
lot enough. I was in
And it's not even.
Well, still, it's not really worth
It's not.
it.
I don't think Surrey does that.
Probably not.
So.
But it's one of those things. Like, I saw someone walk through Epsom the other day. They had a plastic bag,
Yeah.
and they're just picking up rubbish. And I'm like,
The thing is, it's a
What are
good
you doing?
deed.
Yeah,
Like, why
but
not?
like-
But
but like, why would you do that? It's not your rubbish to pick up.
And then the rubbish does go to a landfill site and just sit there. So.
Yeah.
well, it depends. I don't know. But mostly, yeah, it's just moving the waste really into a dedicated kind of waste space. It's a waste of
I
time
guess.
and space. What are the pet peeves? What do you hate, Kieran?
I was about to say something really, really bad there. But I feel like if I did say it, you wouldn't have bleeped it, and I would have been fucked.
Racism. Your
You're a
pet
big-
peeve is racism.
Yeah, I hate it.
Everyone hates it.
Well, good. At least we can all agree on that one.
Can't stand it.
Alright, phone games, because we were talking about phone games. Let's talk
I
about
was trying
phone
to show
games.
TikTok.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
God.
waiting.
Alright,
I
let's
was
talk about
ready for
TikTok.
that.
No.
Like, what's everyone's opinion about TikTok?
It's hit or miss.
Guess they never miss.
Huh? I want to
The
be
look on
Winston.
your face there was just enough.
It's. I think
I want to be Winston.
I'm already
I'm
Tracer.
already Winston.
Oh. Can
I
I have a
think-
tracer?
I like the evolution of it.
I
It
think
was
some
serious.
I think some of them are good and some of them are a bit like why. I think the good ones are the ones like people taking the piss out of the ones that are like really cringy.
But the thing is, I feel like the people who originally do it cringy are doing it on purpose. Like, I think the whole thing is all planned, like
Because
from
it was
start to finish.
Because it was musically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's just
rebranded
new
it.
TikTok.
And they rebranded it TikTok for some reason.
Have you seen that PewDiePie's got an account?
Oh, it's
It cracks me up.
I didn't know. I've seen him doing like the reviews.
There's a
of it.
video of him recently. He's like filming out of his window, and someone wrote on the beach, "Subscribe to T Series," and he was just like, "No!" I love it.
I'm enjoying watching the TikTok videos because they just are so cringy.
I've got
but they're
the app.
cringy on purpose.
Got the app, and I just watch it when I'm bored. It like fuels my memes.
I think it's better than Vine
Oh,
because
yeah.
it is replaced that
pretty
Vine
much the same.
like cringe thing. It's better than Vine.
Oh,
I've offended
do you want to
Olivia.
input on that?
I am here, but I'm just playing a game in the corner. But that hurt.
No.
Loads of people are going to disagree with you as well. Vine is legendary.
Oh, I'm not taking away that Vine is legendary. It's just I feel like
Legend.
And
dairy. I don't know. I just find it a bit cringe.
Don't know what that was.
I found that cringe.
How I Met Your
just
Mother.
What the fuck was that?
I just found kind
Watch
of
How I
Vine
Met Your
really
Mother,
cringy.
you'll
to
know.
be honest.
So what do
There's
you
That's
just
not
a
the
lot
pipe
of
up, sorry.
wasted creative people on that.
It's
Yeah.
just turned into
But
massive
you can't
memes.
say
I
like.
mean, it's just
and then the
massive
polls
memes.
bloody
I
came
just-
to YouTube.
I'm just confused about
Fuck
TikTok
him.
and how it's like
I'm just really
a
confused.
concept.
It's also worth more than Uber.
It is.
Oh, I know, I've heard about that.
What are you confused about TikTok being?
Just like, why is it? It's for just people to mime to things.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
just
wasn't
stresses
that?
me
But that's
out.
what Musically was anyway.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
this has just come
But
away
then
from the
people
music
have like
and
a
just
claim
done.
to fame to miming to songs. It's like
It's
not
like you're
talented.
just you're just taking someone else's thing and then just pretending you're doing it.
Have you seen?
Well, it's basically acting though, isn't it? But without speaking. So
You're
you're a
Tom
mime.
is
You're-
low-key
you are a
music TikTok star.
Maybe.
Have you seen the
I
video
just go home and put a wig
where
on.
the person's like clicking at the stuff on the screen and then they have it in their hand?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
Have you seen the other one? The one where it's like two sides, and then the person's watching it, and then it just says "a dad," and they're like clicking
Yeah.
at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually become an advert for it on YouTube.
Oh.
I don't think they pay attention to what they do,
No.
but that actually made me laugh so much.
I
The
hate
thing
the
is-
ads.
I'm about to watch a video
Oh,
on
I did
YouTube,
hate
and
it.
then it's just him going "a dad," and he's just like clicking at it. It's not coming
Yeah.
out.
The thing is, I
Like,
think
how?
some of it's really clever with like the whole like. It's creative though, isn't it? Some of the stuff is
Some of
really
them
creative,
are really creative.
but I think that's linking to Vine where a lot of it was not creative. And then you had like, what was that guy? Was his surname King or something? Did all the
King
magician
Badge.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was brilliant. That was just using the
Oh, I know
platform
who
on
that
such
actually,
a
yeah.
like another level.
Mm.
And then TikTok, we kind of finding that with like the whole like people putting their phones in their mouths and then doing stuff. And then doing
Oh,
but
It's
it's
just-
funny,
it's
but it's
turned
also
into, like,
creative. Like
Fortnite memes. It's just
To be
turned
fair,
into
like
half
it's
of
a
it.
good source of entertainment.
Yeah.
oh, it is.
Like-
Yeah.
It's just
Whether it's like cringy or just like whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
it is just it's a form of entertainment, and I'm linking back to PewDiePie. I'm loving watching his reviews on TikTok and stuff like that because you're
'Cause he
watching.
thinks what everyone else thinks.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like when-
Because it's just
yeah.
like, oh, it's cringe. Like it's
That
not
person
funny.
actually freaks me out.
Fionn's
Seen
currently
that?
showing a TikTok.
That
Oh,
person
that I'm already
freaks me out.
Tracer.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just
She did one of Tom Scar,
no.
Yeah, I saw that.
the muffin bit, muffin one. Like, why?
But to be fair, she's known, isn't she now? So
Yeah.
that's what they want out of it.
The thing is it even like monetized?
I,
How do people actually
I feel
people
like-
actually make money off of it, or
I
do
feel
they
like-
just like
No.
famous
No, you-
because
if you've got
what they
enough
look like?
fame,
You
you'll make a bit of
can.
money off it.
Is there
You can
adverts
make
on it?
money. I don't know.
Well, what
But
do
you
you
can-
think? Because you're using the
Because
actual-
people musically used to.
they used to make
You
millions.
get like management. Sure, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but I don't know how they get
I
paid
don't
from
know.
it. Like
They have
at least
to.
with YouTube, it's very like
it's
what-
some like underground.
they get sponsorships and they get advertisements. Like it's
I
very
think
simple. But I'm
If
guessing
TikTok's worth
is-
75 billion, then
I feel like
Yeah,
what
no,
it
but that
is,
doesn't mean anything.
somewhere there's got to be money involved.
if
Surely.
you're like, if they message you and you're
Surely.
kind of like, because you know how before it used to have, it says like in the top corner sponsor or like
Oh, sponsor.
on TikTok, that sort of stuff. I feel like if you've got that sort of advert worthy one, they'll start paying you for it.
Well,
Okay.
they'd have to. Like if you're getting an advert on YouTube, they wouldn't just do it without you knowing.
Yeah.
Surely. I don't know.
Well, I'm just thinking because I know Ryan, you're saying that it's worth a lot of money, but that's because it's got so many people's like information. They're probably selling that. Like realistically, Like they're because the amount of sign-ups, they can go, all right, if we put show one advert, like that's how the company's making money, because it's
Yeah.
just how many people they've got on that platform. But I'm just thinking how the individuals actually make money off of putting content on there. I'm enjoying it because it's just another form of entertainment, really.
And
Like
shit
genuinely, it
people
just
come
is,
out
isn't it?
with.
Yeah,
Seen people like jumping off stairs and stuff.
yeah. I've seen that. I'm not going to say that on this, but yeah. The bum one.
Oh yeah.
Vape one.
Have you seen that one, Olivia?
Yeah.
The guy vaping.
That is my
He
favourite
just runs away
one.
naked.
That is
Oh,
my
like,
favourite.
See, like some of them are just so funny,
Yeah.
but then some are just like.
And
what are
again,
you
that's
doing
like
with your life?
creative but funny.
What do you reckon the limit is on the app then?
What do you mean? How many people or how
No,
many?
Like how far you can go.
Yeah, how far can you push it? 'Cause
Yeah,
he's,
but it's like
showing his
musically,
arse.
there's always going to be a limitation. But then I suppose with YouTube, there's not a limitation because it's just always advancing. So as long as TikTok keep on advancing in what they can do,
No,
No.
that's not what we mean. Like,
Oh, we don't.
how naked can you get on it?
Yeah, like what would be
Oh.
too far?
What's too
Oh,
explicit?
surely
Oh my
showing
god,
everything,
I've
right?
got an interesting topic that's quite interesting.
Shoot.
It's kind of like on the same lines. Tumblr took their app off the App Store because they couldn't control the child pornography that was on it.
Oh,
I feel
God.
like that's been a problem
Is that
for
not mad?
years, though.
That's
Yeah.
something
That's
else.
weird, isn't it?
If you can't control your own.
But it's like,
fucking
I don't
app.
understand, it's like Tumblr, it's like a huge company.
But
How
yeah,
are you
what-
unable to...
You see stuff on like Instagram and Twitter and
How do you get away with that sort of stuff?
That's.
I know, but I feel like, well, Tumblr's extra bad because if it's
Tumblr's-
kid porn, that's just
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
next
Tumblr's the
level.
worst.
But like just seeing, you know, like porn on like Instagram and Twitter, it's like
gross.
there's certain places to look for that, and I'm with social media.
I just get
I'm not looking on
confused
social media.
Because it's so, like, genuinely, like, there are, like, 12-year-olds with phones. Even
Yeah.
It's
younger.
scary, but-
Even younger,
Yeah.
like, it's
Also, why are
mad.
you using that Tumblr? Like, has people not moved away from Tumblr yet?
I
No.
still use Tumblr because I'm still edgy.
It's like Reddit. It's just
You mean
not
old?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clinging on to my youth.
Reddit's fucked.
To be fair, I don't
What, Reddit?
use Reddit.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like Reddit. It's just not going to die.
The Reddit
I'm
50-50
on
challenge, or whatever it's
MySpace.
called.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite
fucked.
funny.
Love that. Mad, isn't it? I just think it's funny how, like, these companies have so much money, but there's always, like, something going wrong with them.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah, there's
YouTube,
always
though, isn't
something.
it? 'Cause
Oh
it's
my
like,
god, YouTube's actually, like...
you can upload porn to YouTube, but it just gets taken down, doesn't it? So there's nothing actually physically stopping
I
you
just
doing
wonder,
it.
like,
It's just
how?
going to take down.
Because it's like, there's so many people upload, like, so much content getting uploaded to YouTube, like, every, like, minute.
Yeah.
It's all computer based, though, isn't it?
It's just computer based.
It's all servers.
So it's
which
like
are, like
a lot of
spiking
YouTubers.
up when something comes
A
up.
lot of
it's like a
YouTubers
flagged.
get their stuff like taken down or demonetized or anything like that, but there's nothing wrong with it because the system doesn't work fully to the ability it should be able to work to. It messes up.
But wouldn't you rather that mess up on like the big YouTubers or whatever who say this, but realistically look how much content they're probably taking down, which is like
Yeah. No.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be seen. Like I would rather not be seeing porn and stuff like that, or like people getting killed.
True.
We
Realistically,
get it, Tom. You've got a
'cause we've-
girlfriend.
Emma would not
but
approve.
we've seen people being killed on YouTube,
Oh, yeah. No,
and
there
it's
is
kind of
videos
like,
that.
well, I'd rather that be taken down, and have a couple famous YouTubers which are affected by it, like
It's one of those things
just
though.
because it's saving the platform.
I don't know. It's-
It will
Platform's
save the
done,
platform in the long run.
People
I
are
think
too
people.
PG. I'm
Platform
not
is-
saying like
I am with
people
you.
getting
I
killed.
am
I'm
with
not
you on
saying
that.
that's like that should be there, but people are way too sensitive now.
Twitter is the, like, most...
It's like the middle ground.
It's just the worst. Like, you can say anything on Twitter and someone will find something wrong with it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true.
genuinely. Like, and that's why, like, you look at, like, South Park and stuff, and they just take the piss out of everything.
Well,
because
that's-
it's genuinely what the world is coming to. Like,
Yeah, the PC principle and stuff like that is such. It's obviously to one extreme, but we totally understand where they're coming from because
Yeah.
we're living it. Like realistically, we are living it, and yeah, we do need to sort things out in society, but they will naturally be.
But it's just constantly, like,
Worked
developing.
on.
Like, I don't think you'll be able to. Because I saw a thing, like, an article, and it was like, deciding whether Father Christmas should be a woman this year.
It's
And I'm like,
a part of me's gone. That's a bit
it's
too
just
far.
too
isn't
far.
It's too
because
far.
it's like,
You want equality.
but this is the thing, I'm a girl, and I look at stuff like that, and I'm like, that's so dumb. Like,
because that's
What
Christmas.
about Mother Christmas.
like
Doesn't
Mrs.
even-
Claus exists.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, like-
That's such a good point.
But, like,
It's a-
but it's because she's not like the focus of attention, and it's like, but Santa has been like a
It's
man
been that way for so long.
for years. Like
Why change
Saint
it
Nick.
now?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like actually
Yeah,
like
it's an actual person.
from like
Yeah.
They've based
his,
it on.
yeah, it's like from
So you're
history.
going to change history.
just-
You can't change
I-
history.
It's
there's-
Doctor Who all over again.
It's
Oh
Doctor
yeah,
Who.
that whole thing.
I'm so not happy about that. But
I think
that was
they-
going to happen for a while,
I stopped
considering
watching it. 'cause
they
of
at
that.
one point the character of the Master, which is another Time Lord, was a woman in the
Yeah,
last
that's fine.
last season. So they hinted at the fact that the Doctor will probably be a woman.
Which I don't mind. That.
I don't really care.
I don't-
I
but
don't think things like that. But it's just things where it's like
it's when they force
It's
it too
too-
hard on
when they
things.
like
Too
force
forced.
it down your throat, and they're like,
It's like gingerbread men being changed to just
Gingerbread
gingerbread
people.
people. And it's kind of like,
That's what I'm saying. They're
It's
too.
why?
They're too PC.
Yeah.
But it's
like,
like-
it doesn't matter if it's a gingerbread
I just
man.
don't
It's a
see
biscuit
how
for
Everyone
fuck's
calls it a
sake.
gingerbread man
And it
anyway.
was, yeah.
I just don't see how it affects people so much that you've got. But I think it's because they do have the platform to, like with Twitter, like you can say whatever you want on it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a way to like express how you feel and like. But it's the thing, like a few years ago, it was nothing like this. Like
No.
it wasn't like gender
Yeah.
and that's
Equality.
controversial, but like gender and stuff wasn't
A huge thing.
thing.
It's definitely been like the last 2-3
It's
years,
just
which is
blown
like
up.
super hyped up about.
It's mad. I don't know.
I don't know. No matter what you say, you're gonna sound bad.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
someone
I think
will
that's-
make
Someone
it.
That's
sounds
what-
bad.
That's what's made it worse. Is that society's changed that we can't say anything actual what we think because no
Yeah.
matter what, someone's gonna pick it up and have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Like even with this podcast, even just bringing up this topic,
I know.
there will be someone who will have a go at us.
I liked how we were like no controversy.
Yeah,
The
well,
Let's
thing
go
is,
down the train.
we're not saying we're one side or the other.
No.
We've been
But to be
Get
fair,
it.
like
pretty-
it's our opinion.
Yeah.
Like and
That's also not
loads
freedom
of
of
people,
speech.
freedom of speech, and it's
Gone
like
out the window.
the people that
what?
Oh.
Freedom of what?
making these points are the only people that are allowed to have opinions. Like
Mm.
anyone else who disagrees with them,
They're instantly wrong.
you're wrong.
I do
Which
feel
I
like
don't agree with.
because a lot of that's not what I was saying. Like if a female has a problem with like a gingerbread man, they're allowed to come up with that topic, right? But if men want to say we want to keep it as gingerbread men,
Oh yeah,
That's
that's a whole like big issue, and it's kind of like there's no way of winning that situation because either way the man's going to look bad
I
just
know.
bringing up that topic, like I've just done. But like, do you know what I mean? Where it's just
But because they'd see it as like, oh, you know, you're still trying to like overpower us.
but
When it's like,
Yeah.
what more do they want? Like, really, like realistically, like I know the whole
I'm up
like
for equal
getting
pay.
paid, equal
I'm up
paid.
for
Like
equal
I
pay.
agree with that.
I don't get how that's still not
No.
a thing yet. And also,
Yeah.
was it one of the other podcasts was I highlighted? I think was like how people look down on other people's jobs still.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I brought up the fact of when someone asks what you do, and I was like, oh, I do media like TV and film. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like instantly
And
looked
Because
down
it's
upon.
not
And it's
like
like,
an academic.
yeah,
but there's so much stuff which goes into media. Like unless you're doing it, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
you're not
Like,
gonna get it.
You look at a builder. If anyone turns up on a site and who isn't a builder, they would be confused.
Hmm.
Like it's not simple, and yet it's classed as one of the most simple jobs you can do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like there's so much more stuff which
Mm.
goes into it than you think. With any job,
yeah.
and I think that's the whole thing with kind of society's just.
Society's fucked.
Has
It's
anyone
always
seen
going to
that
be
video
like that.
where like the women are having like the anti-abortion rally, and the guy is standing there, and like he makes a good point
It's
about
so
abortion, and then the woman's basically turns around and they're like, no, you're wrong. So he stops for a second, does a little look, and then roundhouses her phone out of her hand.
Like,
It's
proper
fucking
kicks her.
amazing.
That whole
It's so
You're
funny.
allowed to talk on this topic because I feel like if we say anything,
yeah.
the rest of us,
No, honestly,
we're going to be like have a huge
Just
go
like-
at.
realistically, a girl gets raped, and she's
Whoa.
not allowed to get rid of her baby. Like that's messed up.
It is super messed
Yeah,
up.
the
it's,
idea of
it's
that
the
is stupid.
person's
It's
decision.
so backwards. It's so
it should always be the.
it's so
person's
old
decision.
fashioned and like it's 2018. Like how is this even a
Still a
thing?
thing.
And it's just like because it's like if I was in that position, I would, and like, most of them end up like killing themselves.
Yeah.
Because like they can't live with the thought of, which I understand.
Well, you've not
'Cause
wanted that situation, and then you've had to be forced with the
And
rest
then
of
you've
your
got
life with a baby, which was going to remind you of that situation.
And like having
It's
to tell that
messed up.
child that you're a child of
Right.
rape, which I mean I don't know if you would tell them that, but when you're older, you're bound to find out. And it's just messed up.
It is
I'm
messed
really like it's so backwards.
It's a shame.
Like Ireland.
Is it north or south?
I
One
don't
of
know.
them's.
One of
One
them.
of them's not. You can't.
But I actually know someone that happened to. She didn't get
Sounds
raped.
Awful.
But it's even like it happens.
if-
Like you get pregnant. Like it wasn't.
Oh
meant to
yeah,
happen,
I
and
know
then
people who've had.
There's so many situations where like things go wrong,
Mm.
and it's like, and then you have to. It's just
I feel like everyone should have the right. If you're not.
it's your
wanting
body.
to have.
You should genuinely have like a say.
Yeah.
Yeah, massively.
It's like,
It's
the,
horrible.
it's like the film
Yeah.
Juno.
Yeah, love that film.
It's
Good
a
film.
It is a good film.
Good film recommendation. But I don't know. It's just and that that triggers me because I'm genuinely like that's messed up.
It is messed up. But
And I hate the way
It's
they say
society,
it as
isn't it?
well because it's like when you're pregnant, that baby doesn't have any kind of heartbeat. It's not even like a thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. It's weird.
fucked up world.
It is a fucked up
It
world.
is.
It's a mad world.
On a lighter note. Oh, Donnie Darko. Okay. Lighter note. What do we all think of app dating? Just throwing
App
it out
dating?
there.
Oh, like Tinder and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Obviously,
No,
like
I
you
don't.
two are already. You two are
No,
already
but genuinely,
shacked up.
I'm so happy that I didn't have to like go
Yeah.
through it because it's like I probably would have like because as you get older, there's like it's quite hard to meet people.
Yeah.
And I just think it's terrifying. Like meeting up with. I've seen too many episodes of Catfish. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I think I'll probably click on if they're like I don't want to FaceTime you, and we've been
Oh,
talking
yeah.
for like 2 years. But I just it's just the thought of just like being open with someone that
That you don't
could
physically
potentially.
I think the biggest problem with it, like I've done it before. Obviously, I've got no results because I'm still single. But I feel like it's just become such a game of looks. Like
Oh, it is.
that's all it is.
The
If you-
girls rule the dating apps. Like,
Yeah.
the girls have the say, which is horrible.
Which is, again, back to society. Just saying.
But I don't know. I just think dating apps. For some people, like it works out and they end up like getting married and stuff, which is like mad.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
good.
Which
Like,
is
a
good.
part of me's kind of like, there's a hope.
There is
but I
hope,
feel like the
it's
majority
like
is
a million to
completely
one,
against
like
it, yeah.
realistically, like especially in this area.
Have you watched Dinner Date?
Yeah.
Basically, I watch Dinner Date whenever I'm having dinner. Like I always end up having it around that sort of time.
Yeah.
Ironic.
So I watch it, and I think it's brilliant. Every single episode, apart from like 2, it's like they're still single. They're having them back with each other again,
Yeah.
and it's just like it doesn't really give you any hope. Like if you go on that,
I really think meeting people nowadays is so hard.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, because of technology. Like that's another thing with Tinder is like you've got to admit you have got so much more confidence when you're just like typing to someone.
oh yeah,
But like when you meet face to face, they could be the most shy, like shy and awkward person.
like the biggest weirdo ever.
Yeah, that's a massive
And you
thing.
don't. That's the thing. It's like you don't know someone's tone when they're
No.
texting.
Yeah,
So it's like you don't know how. I don't know.
The amount of arguments you almost have over text, especially for me, it's just like, because you can't tell the tone of what people
Yeah.
like. If someone says okay, you can take that in like a million ways
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
kind of just like, oh okay, or just like, oh there's something wrong, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm quite a sarcastic person. Sarcasm does not go well like through text.
No,
Like
yeah.
I've found out,
it just makes you come off as like
it makes me come off as a
Bitchy.
bitch.
yeah.
But it's like, use the right emojis and you're alright. But it's I don't know. Dating apps. But then like, how else do you really meet people?
Exactly.
Like unless
it's
you
just
meet them-
going out. You have to do it like old style, don't
It's
you?
like-
You just have to go out.
Yeah, but you kind of get that like anxiety of what if they're already going out with someone. I don't know this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
true.
walk up there and look like a dick.
That's so true. I'm so uneducated. Like, even though I've got a boyfriend, I'm so uneducated on, like, meeting people.
There's been like multiple times I've seen people who are like, they seem nice. Like, I've chatted to some people before, so when I'm working,
Yeah.
but I don't know what their situation is. I don't want to push the boat out.
Because then if you ask, it
And-
comes across that you're, like, you want them.
Yeah. And if imagine though,
You
like,
can't do it subtly.
say like someone just walked up and I asked them out, they said no. What if they come back into the shop? That's gonna be weird. Or
Yeah.
they just go to a different. Oh, that person at this place just.
But wouldn't you get the same even if you're talking to someone online, but in your location? Like you've got you've got the same risk of running into them.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're not going to talk to someone who's like 50 miles away from you, realistically, are you?
I don't know. There is
But that's
occasions
like
that-
when people
Well,
go
there
to
is,
uni,
obviously.
and like obviously they're from like all over the place,
Yeah.
and it's like they've got to like. That's what I find weird. Like when people meet at uni, and one person could be from like up north, and one person could be like from down south,
Yeah.
and it's like, how do they make that work? Like,
Long
genuinely.
distance is
That
horrible.
is long distance is like
I can't stand it.
no, it's horrible. Long distance with like anything, not even just relationships. It's
Yeah.
just like not good. And like eventually, like most of the time, it doesn't even end up working out,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Oh, long distance. Yeah, I've always found long distance a bit of a weird.
You've got to have like really strong. Well, like those
You've got a
people
lot
have
of
like the
trust as well,
trust,
innit?
yeah.
Mm.
But like willpower, because like I
Mm.
miss Francis after not seeing him for like a day. It's so sad and tragic, but do you know what I mean?
Well, I do the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, for Francis, yeah.
So,
So this
But
is
it's-
a fourth thing now.
oh yeah, we're bringing Tom in.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I could do it.
Mm.
Depends how much you really love them, I suppose.
How did you meet your girlfriend, Tom? If you don't mind me asking. I don't think you've ever told
Through
me.
my friend James. Paintballing.
Oh.
And then it
Oh,
was
cool.
just weirdly over Snapchat started talking like
What, she
6
done?
months after.
She like shoot you up. Did it get all romantic? Oh. Could have made something.
But no, we just I would kind of say we were talking over Snapchat and then got to know each other more
Oh, that's,
and then went out on a date. She asked me out. So
I suppose like
that's different.
social media like helps in some ways.
well, I
It's
would
refreshing.
the way I look at Snapchat is very close to basically talking to someone on like Tinder or something.
Yeah.
It's just without it
Mm.
saying it's a dating
Yeah.
app. You like the amount of people who use Snapchat, and it could be the same as like text messages, but I feel like because people send pictures
Yeah.
of themselves, it feels a lot more personalised than just a text.
Snapchat's genius. Like the idea of it.
Oh, it is.
I love Snapchat.
You can send pictures, they go away, they're gone. If someone screenshots that shit, you know about it.
Yeah, that's so good. But my favourite feature on Snapchat is like I always send voice notes to people
Yeah,
because I'm so like can't be asked to type.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I just think it sounds a lot more like, and then that's how you can get your tone across as well.
So what you do with Francis, you're annoyed, you're like, right, gonna send a voice message.
Yeah, I do it all the
Won't
time.
understand otherwise.
To me, like he does it as well because it's like he can't spell.
Yeah. It's more convenient.
It is. It's just convenient.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but like we never text. We always use Snapchat. Like literally,
Yeah.
that's the only thing we use.
Texting's kind of died off.
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdly, I only text like family members.
Literally, I
But I
text my
don't-
mum.
Don't even do that.
Yeah, I text my mum the most.
And I use WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah, WhatsApp. But would that come under? It's a bit like Hangouts for Android. It's kind of just
Facebook
text
Messenger.
messages, isn't it?
Yeah.
I use Snapchat, probably WhatsApp the most.
Fair enough. It's quite insightful.
That is.
But yeah, I suppose, yeah, Snapchat I would class as a dating app.
I just think
Really?
dating's weird. Like I just think it's a whole weird concept.
It's one of those things where you can't plan it. Like,
Yeah.
to us, any relationship, you can't plan what's going to happen or how people meet.
Mm.
Like, genuinely. Like, the way you probably went out with Francis or the way I went out with Emma was not how we probably originally planned it. Like,
Oh, no,
do you know what I
definitely,
mean? How it's kind of...
Oh yeah, definitely.
nothing goes to plan.
Because if you plan it, that's when it sort of goes wrong. Like,
Mm.
I don't know.
It's different circumstances, isn't it?
But it's better when it all falls into place rather than you like forcing something,
Yeah.
because everything does happen for a reason, guys. I know that's really cringe, but honestly, genuinely, I actually think it does.
No, I
Yeah.
do say the
It's
same.
like the stars are aligned.
Dating's fucking hard.
No,
oh yeah, it's just
It's hard
You got to
now.
put yourself out. You got to be willing to put yourself
definitely
out.
as a guy, going for that, and obviously girls do it as well. That sounded really bad.
No, but most of the time,
Most
like,
of the time, the majority of
the
the time,
chivalry kind of thing
Mhm.
with guys.
guys going up to a girl and asking them to go out is like the most scary thing you could ever. It's like going
is.
in for an exam. Like when you're super nervous for an exam, it's like go in
You don't want to
and
fail that
asking
exam.
something. Like
But that's just
yeah,
the,
it's true. You
that's
don't
just
want
like
to fail
the
the
initial
exam.
fear of like rejection.
Yeah.
Because like no one, like you don't like get rejected from anything, let alone like
Yeah.
someone you like
Potentially, like.
potentially like.
Yeah, it's a very it's scary and fucked. Messes with people a lot. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, it makes people so like it doesn't help with like security and stuff.
Especially if you get turned down, you're kind of like, oh, what's wrong with me then?
But then it's like a weird relief that it's like, oh, it's over and
You-
done
you've
with
done
in
it,
a
though.
weird way. It's like pulling off a bandage. Bandage. Not
Bandage.
bandage.
Bandage. Just got to
Right, gov bandage.
got to rip it off.
Rip it. Rip it. Like
Rip
a
it
frog.
real good.
Rip it real good.
That's
It's
another
not the
one.
tune. It's
It's gonna
different
be,
song.
gonna be stuck in my head now. Thanks, Tom. Take on me earlier. Now this.
That wasn't even me, that was Callum.
No, but you indirectly carried it on,
I did.
which made me listen to it.
I'm really hungry.
I'm hungry as well. Alright, let's
I need
leave
to go,
on a good
actually.
note. What's everyone wanting to eat?
That's a big question.
I don't know.
I fancy a donut.
No, I need something savoury.
Yeah.
I could eat like a good Tesco sandwich,
Or sausage roll.
I'm fancying something warm.
Good old
Really?
hot sausage roll.
like a
Food.
meal, like a
Or say like a snack.
Pasty.
or a snack.
I know.
Just eat yourself.
Hey?
No, cannibalism. Don't want to do
No,
that.
but is it cannibalism if you do it to yourself? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sorry,
it
I
still
don't know what
is.
I thought. That's weird, isn't it?
It's a weird question.
You know
Oh,
what?
is that the time?
We answered it though.
I actually have to go because otherwise I will miss this bus.
You will miss the bus as soon as you
Okay.
missed the first one.
Au revoir.
Yeah.
Adios.
Bon voyage.
Bye.
We're pretty much at the end of the podcast anyway, aren't we?
Happy podding.
We
Oh my god, why
podded.
don't you say that at the end of each podcast? Happy
That-
podding.
we'll do that at Christmas.
That would
Should
actually
we
be
do that
so
now?
cringe. Just happy podding.
Lighter topic.
Yeah, that topic.
You know what? Wasn't too deep of a topic today.
Do you know what? It actually wasn't.
I feel like it's just us venting a bit. Just need to get it out.
Like
Once we start uploading, it'll be a lot easier. So we haven't got to make up stuff on the spot, and they'll be a bit more consistent. I
shoes.
really-
What's our favourite shoe band?
There we go. I was just about to. I don't fucking know. I like Jordans. I know Brian's quite on that as well. We're big fans of Jordans.
Yeah. Like a pair of Jordans.
I used to like the
Can't
Nike
go wrong.
SBs. Like it's proper. I had what 3 pairs of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like them. They're just like nice casual skateboardy shoes, and I'm a lot of skateboard with them.
Jordans and Nikes. Just like, pretty much me.
Adidas. Since having these, I've had 2 pairs of Adidas shoes in my lifetime.
I've got to buy a pair like that for work.
They're so comfy.
That's what I
Adidas
need.
shoes are the most comfy shoes I've ever had. Like even football boots. When I used to have Adidas football boots, and then I moved to Nike because they. Nike's just got better branding than Adidas.
This
I've
could
got
make
to
me
admit.
sound really fucking pretentious, but I might get a black pair of Yeezys for work
Do it.
because they're just so nice to walk in.
They look so nice. I
Sit-
want the pirate black ones, but they're so old now.
Sitting down in Yeezys, my feet don't feel comfortable. I know it sounds weird, but as soon as I start walking on pillows. Sponsor me.
To us, Reebok. Like, go back into the Reeboks. They're comfy. And they're proper stylish now, even if you get like proper classic ones.
Yeah.
Because these aren't the ones I'm wearing at the moment. They're not classics, but they're just so comfy.
Just wear basketball shoes.
Basketball shoes are good. They're pretty much like all-around shoes.
Flip flops.
These ones are dying. These are almost dead.
Do you know what? I hate saying it, but Crocs. Because I go to the shed, and it is just super
Which
handy.
one?
All right.
Well, in my
we got a fridge and a freezer in one of the sheds,
Same.
and
In
it's
one
just
shed,
super
yeah, one.
handy having Crocs because they're just easy to
Like
slip
the
on.
sliders.
Yeah, I've got
I
some
might
shoes.
get a pair of sliders.
Sliders are
just
good,
because
just
they
about
are
the house.
super comfy, and I hate like the stereotypical like the
Fuckboy thing.
yeah, but they just wear them with
I
socks.
got Calvin Klein sliders.
You
TK Maxx.
do, don't you?
TK Maxx, 20 quid.
I've got Adidas ones.
And they're fucking good.
They are comfy.
Also, I wear Crocs at work.
I would love driving them.
My work Crocs are beautiful.
Oh yeah, you're chef.
Yeah.
What an outfit.
Water just goes straight off them.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why. And also, they got holes in them so my feet breathe.
Yeah.
Unlike in these traps.
I can poke some holes in your shoes if you want.
Bit of rain gets on the top. I'm pretty much fucked anyway.
It just seeps through.
These shoes are done for.
Oh, that's a shame.
I've got to buy a new casual pair.
Yeah.
So I got my casual pair, and then I might wear those today. Pairs.
What casual pair are you getting?
I might just get something like that.
Honestly,
Go
they're
to
comfy.
JD Sport like 20 quid.
Yes.
Get a cheap
I
pair.
never spend a huge amount on my shoes. Ryan, what shoes were you looking at recently?
How much? Spit it out.
It's like a kid. Spit it out.
I don't even remember how much exactly they were.
Were they were they triple figures?
No. I think they were like 500.
That's
I
triple
don't know.
figures.
only 500.
Only 500.
Only 500.
These are my casual shoes.
Worth like 120.
123.
But you don't really spend much money on anything else,
No.
really. So.
My cheapest pair of Jordans is 90 quid. But to be fair, my other 3 other pairs of shoes are like 1 pair you can't buy anymore. No, but 2 pairs you can't buy anymore. And then my main white Jordans I got them when they came out. So
Yeah.
We don't
wear
call
it
each
out.
other by names very often on this. I just
We actually
realised.
don't.
It's because we already know each other, so we just don't think about it.
Just go, oi.
Oi, you!
Oi,
and,
dickhead.
and we can see each other, so we just look at each other.
Kieran. See, that
Sorry.
could have been Ryan, but I know it was me.
I'm just letting them
You
know
swore.
your nickname.
Right, that has been the podcast. Thank you very much. We shall see you next week for another podcast, which will probably
Potentially
have
2 guests.
a guest. Oh yeah, 2 guests.
Olivia probably will be one of them, with the chance of Francis finally get to meet that
The
boy.
man, the myth, the legend
The
himself.
green bean
Yes.
himself.
I will probably be a bit more talkative next week.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all been a bit. Topics have been slightly off the last couple of weeks.
I say.
The last couple of weeks. But we'll be back with a guest. We're stronger. Scratter.
Bye!
See you later.